Hey YouTube, Alan back with another Mario gameplay, and today we're looking at Super Mario Kart on the SNES. Push B to start, as the well, it just says push B actually, as the background says. Oh wait, did I say 50 class? Is this okay? No, it's not. No. Let's try 100cc, although it's a while since I played Mario Kart. Go back with my old reliable Toad. Toad. Mushroom Cup. So this is where it all began for kart racers. Mode 7 glory. And a kind of first real massive spin-off for Mario. I mean, he had Dr. Mario before, but, you know, and cameo appearances and things like Punch-Out or NES Open Golf. But this was like a Mario spin-off. We would later have Mario sports games and... Mario RPGs and Smash Brothers and things like that, but this is really where what all kicked it off. Now I know you can slide around the corners and whatnot, but oh sugar, that's not good. Gotta focus here. Also nowadays you have 5 laps, or sorry 3 laps, but because the laps were so much shorter back then, it was customary to have close to have 5. Wow, I'm doing really sugar. Oh, hit by my own green shell. And I see Bowser throwing his fireball because the computer had their own attacks. They didn't have. Oh, excellent! Just what I needed. Although I used it too early. Maybe I should have said 50cc. Damn it! If you don't finish in the top 4, you have to redo the race and you lose a life. Oh, that was not a... I fired it. Oh! I kind of stole second, really. I didn't deserve second out of that race. So Princess, not Peach at this point in time, easily won that race, and I scraped into a lucky second, thanks to my red shell finally finding Donkey Kong. This is a good fun game. Certainly, newer Mario Karts have expanded the formula and, in my opinion, improved on it. Just pressing the wrong button there to start. But it's a good game. You can cut across here. I don't really know if it's better to cut across when you don't have a speed up item or not. I'm not used to the kind of hop skid from this game compared to... Whoa, Mario's got invincible, which is his power-up. I guess it is because I passed her. Oh, you can fire backwards too. Oh, there's the map has gone into a kind of a close-up action, a rear view, to show that Peach was firing her shrink mushroom at me. In this game, it's quite different that the computer has essentially set power-ups. So Peach has a shrinking mushroom and she's firing again. And they are relentless. They will just keep firing items. And they cheat in terms of speed and rubber banding. Like, it's so unbalanced in terms of a fair competition. But they would say that's not the point of it, is it? And see where that went. Ah, nice. Jesus, I hit her with the banana and she barely stopped. Ridiculous. Oh, nice. I'm gonna get a shortcut here now. Well, properly this time. So, of course, one thing to note about the Mode 7 is that essentially it meant all the tracks were completely flat. Now, you can do undulating effects in Mode 7. Nice. That was much better than the first track. But it typically wasn't done at the time, and certainly it isn't done in Mario Kart. Nor is it done in Super Mario Circuit on the Game Boy Advance, which also uses Mode 7. I was trying to think of the term. What was it? Mode 7. Ah, it's listening to the Mario Kart music. Classic system. Oh, we're into the ghost house. And of course, the ghost house introduces a place where you're much more likely to fall over, fall off the side, and Lakitu can pick you up. And this was also the first time I think Lakitu had a more of a supporting, non-throwing Koopa shells at Mario role, which he would then reprise in Mario 64 as the camera guy. Oh, I never mentioned the coins too. The coins make you go faster, so if you get 10 coins, you pick up speed. Oops. And in the ghost house, if you knock the sides of the track where there is a side, it breaks the brick and it disappears. Bloody Peach with all her items. Sometimes I don't like throwing my item because you're just more likely, frankly, to clutter the place up and fall into it yourself. Oh no! She passed me and also threw an item. Ah, come on. As I said, the computer is complete. Oh, I got the shortcut feather. Will I try it? Yeah, I suppose I'll try it. Come on. There we go. Oh, it wasn't worth it in the end. So I probably just threw away first place with that, trying to take that shortcut. It's not actually the shortcut feather, but it allows you to jump, so you could avoid someone. Oh, nice turn. Nice! Oh no, that was close. Damn it. That was close. I thought I was going to nick it there right at the end, but I guess not. I think we're probably onto the... No, we got onto the second lap track. There's 5. In modern Mario Kart, you'd have 4 tracks per cup, but this one you have 5. So we got Bowser's Castle in this one, or Bowser's whatever it is. I can't remember what the timing is for the boost start. Now this one, I think the computer is quite bad at for some reason. So usually, I don't have that much problem winning this. And when I'm more familiar with the controls on the slide, I typically can win it quite, by quite a gap. Which is unusual because, with all the... if I was hoping he'd have moved by the time I got there. The twomps. With all the rubber banding, you expect... the AI to be right on your tail, but I've got comparatively a massive lead for Mario. So much so that I've bounced into things and they haven't. Oh, stop that, Alan! They haven't started throwing, tiny mushrooms at me. And many of the computer power-ups you cannot get ordinarily in the game, such as the shrinking mushroom or Bowser's fireball and things like that, which is the only time that Nintendo have ever done that in a Mario Kart game that I can think of. I mean, they've had items, character specifics that the human can get, such as in Double Dash where you can get, say, the giant Bowser shells or the giant banana as Donkey Kong. We're actually lapping Koopa Troopa. So, as I said, and he's firing shells at me. And it's like, go away, you're an 8 and you're now a lap behind. Just deal with your own business. Leave me alone. There we go. As I said, look, that was so easy in comparison to the other, and I wasn't even racing that well. Look, I lost 4 seconds on that. Nearly 5 seconds, Jesus. So that does tie it up though for the final. Apparently I was only 2 seconds ahead. It felt like a lot more. So whoever finishes ahead in this race, Mario Circuit 2, will win. No start for me again. I'll stop singing the tune and start paying attention, as I'm sure they're not going to give me such a comfy victory this time. Yeah, here she comes with her shrink ray. You want to get 10 coins. That will enable you to close. Go at your maximum speed. If you do take hits, or if you do fall off the track or anything like that, you lose 2 coins. Jesus, she is relentless. I'm actually slowing down to go around the corners, which just shows you I don't have the controls down, because in Mario Kart, with the exception of 200cc in Mario 8, you should not be slowing down, or you should not be, releasing the accelerator is what I mean. There we go. Oh no! Let's not throw this away now. How about a decent power up? No. Okay. Focus time. Oh, yes! There we go. Woo! So I managed to pull it back out of the bag after that woeful start. And as I said, Mario Kart, with even Donkey Kong Jr., was the start of an incredibly successful series. In my opinion, it has improved a lot with some of the entries. Like Mario Kart 8 is so good, and definitely more enjoyable than the original. That's not to say that this isn't a classic. It certainly is, and it really did kind of set the stage. And in some cases actually does do things better than Mario Kart 8 does. And one of them's coming up. Like here we have the ending. We're on the podium and we get a trophy. But Toad has his own ending. So he shoots that giant inflatable Cheep Cheep and he goes flying off. Bit of Mode 7 graphics again actually. And each character, each victory pose is different. So you have somewhat of a little reason to try and play as each character. Whereas in the newer Mario Karts, the endings is the same for everyone. Toad wins the gold. And, well, I can't really demonstrate it now. Maybe someday with Tony we'll do it. In fact, we almost certainly will. You got 2-player. And you can do battle. The battle mode is properly bespoke. And along with Mario Kart 64 is the best battle mode that Mario Kart has ever done. But as I said, that's for another day. Hope you enjoyed this look at Super Mario Kart. Well, not really relevant to Mario Maker. Kind of, it's Mario. It's all good. And it's certainly one of the most enjoyable Mario games out there. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be back with another Mario video soon. Bye for now.